Alright, here we are back at the cafe. The night is rolling on. Gonna pour Kyle a little nice Coke in his little jar there. Alright, so starting to heat up. What happened, bro?
Well, many things. See, today, I took it as if it was my favor to the gaming world, the world of sports, to allow my skills to be shown upon this beautiful sport. And I thought that I would show them how a real game is played. But in the end, I was a mortar for championships everywhere.
You were a mortar.
Yes.
Did y'all hear that, fans? He just said it. He's a mortar. You took your own life to live on in survivor history.
Yes.
Wow. Let's talk about that a little more. How did you become a mortar?
See, to become a mortar, I look at the greats. Well, Jesus, obviously, David Bowie, and all the great people who died for what they believed in. And I truly think that I'm leaving the world in a better place for the acts that I've done today.
So did you ask to get voted out?
I did not, but this is what makes me a mortar.
Okay.
Every single act I made today was to push them to their limits, to act upon their primal instincts, to go against the ethical good, and vote against me. So, in a subconscious way, yes, I voted myself out.
I think I'm following you, but let's dig a little bit deeper.
Absolutely.
So when you came into the game, it wasn't necessarily to win, but to leave your legacy out on the field in the name of All-Starism?
You could not have said it better. That was the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. To be a legacy to a sport, or to any cause, is to leave every bit of one's being, physically and emotionally, even spiritually. Give it everything that you could possibly give. And that is what I've done today. That is what I have done today. I have made a mark, a stain on the time of life. And
Let's just call it a zappy. Can we do that?
That is now the most beautiful thing I've ever heard.
Second.
No, that
It
is
trumped the other
that
one?
trumped the other one. It is a zappy.
This is amazing. So, for me to ask you to put shade out on any of the players would be like I never heard anything you just said, because you wouldn't dare say anything negative about anyone.
To say a negative statement on anybody, any competitors that played today, would completely reverse the beautiful mark that I want to leave behind. They were not acting as a logical being, but a philosophical zombie, motivated by nature and nurture, things that are out of their own control. They had no choice but to kick me out, and for me to leave a beautiful legacy in the world of Survivor.
And you actually felt good about that. You feel good right now for getting voted. You've done your job.
I've hit nirvana at this point. I have now broken into another level of consciousness. I am Survivor.
You had me at David Bowie. Okay, can I say that? Well, that's interesting, viewers here at the cafe. In tradition to the cafe, it's the blue plate special time where you get to name the blue plate special of the day, of the evening. And of course it needs to be named after describing your game, a blank with a side of blank. So what would be the blue plate special for you today?
I would say, imperfectly to enclose my spirit and essence into a blue plate special, one has to look at many different levels. So I decided through analysis and times of absolute deep thought, I've decided that blue plate special would be Kyle's good ass ribs and some good old mac and cheese on the side, man. That's about to say.
Sounds delicious. Okay, man, it's your time to talk to your fans and your viewers and give one last statement about today and everything else. Not that you
Yes.
didn't enlighten us just tremendously right there, but go ahead, you have the floor.
It is time to break the conditioning. Break the conditioning. Break the conditioning.
Powerful. You heard it right here at the cafe, right there. We're here, it's getting interesting, going. Any predictions
Any predictions?
on the game tonight?
I'm gonna have to say, if I had to make a prediction, I would say it's any man's game. But say Alex.
Alex?
Yes.
Wow, that
And this is
definitely
why. Since I've broken into a new level of consciousness, I now am the game. And the game goes as I say.
You're controlling it from right here.
I'm controlling everything about Survivor right now. I broke into this new level of consciousness that is impossible for any competitor to perceive or even try to think about. So, not only do I think he's going to win, he is winning. I am his victory. I am the reason he's winning.
Okay, you heard it right there. He's controlling the game right now, mentally,
Yes.
spiritually.
Yes.
He's a martyr,
Yes.
a survivor martyr, right here. You heard it at the cafe. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having me.
All
It's
right,
been a
we'll play a
pleasure.
little David Bowie for you. I'll get the band to play a little David Bowie. All right, and we'll be right back at you.
Judas Hayes.
Live at the cafe. Thank you, baby. As the night soldiers on here at the Fallen Allstar Cafe, the band's on its second set right now. Got a lot of good food going. Got a little quail eggs and a Kool-Aid cocktail for Zap. The latest fatality in the big All-Star game, and so you know, just for the viewers, the cafe's been going crazy. Your brother got out, and man, he comes sit down and just lays a big old philosophical interview there. So just to be clear, he's not on any type of psychedelic drugs of any type that you know of.
Not that I know of.
We do know he's in chemistry. Right?
Yes.
He's a chemical engineer.
Correct.
So any type of laboratory things going on right now.
My theory is he had a lab accident his freshman year, and he's been crazy ever since. But he was also born this way, so I mean.
So this is not unusual.
No, something's wrong.
All right, there we go. All right, cleared that up. All right, so congratulations. You made a nice run in the All-Star. That's a lot to be said. So what's your take on this whole thing? What happened right here? You came real close. What you got caught in the crossbars? Let's talk about it.
So I had an alliance with Noah and Brody, and it got down to this last round, and Brody decided I was a threat to him if he got Final 3, and he decided that I would be a good person to kick off. And Brody has a great way of playing to where he'll take control of the match and kind of decide who leaves and who stays. And he kind of sent the vibe around that I'd be the person to be kicked off, and that's how I was.
You know, once again, the cafe group, we've just been live feeding all day long, and we just don't understand how Brody has this control over the game right now. Can you explain it?
I really can't explain how. It's crazy too, because going into this, Brody was thinking, everyone was thinking Brody would be kicked off really early, and there were a lot of plots for him to be kicked off early that never succeeded. So I just think he has a great way of sounding like he's really right, even though it might not be best for that person, and just kind of using him that way in a manipulative kind of sense, which for Survivor is probably one of the best skills you can have. So he's doing well that way.
But, I mean, this is Survivor. I mean, y'all should be attuned to that type of play.
Yeah.
How do you explain it, Zach?
It's crazy. He's an anomaly. I really just think he plays to people's weaknesses, and we actually, at times, thought we would kick him off. And we decided, no, we can control him. We'll boot him off later, and we can't. He's proven it again and again.
But, man, you had a little sidebar before the cameras, before the interview. You think he could be next?
I think he's the next one to go because people have been terrified of him, and they wanted to take him off for the last 2 rounds, but he's got immunity both times. So there's nothing we could have done.
But what I don't understand, we've seen this time and time again, even if he makes it to the final 2, there's no way he gets in, right? I mean, who's going to vote for him to win?
And I agree, but honestly, I'm thinking about voting for him. Just because I know he's played a crazy good game. I mean, his manipulation is like psychopathic, like crazy. And I don't know. I don't think he'll have enough votes. I know so much of the jury is mad at him. So honestly, it'll be whoever he's against if he makes it there.
Mm-hmm. So what would you do if you had to do something different?
I would have got rid of Brody a long time ago. I think there were chances I could have like led them to that decision, and I just kind of held off because I thought Brody was more of an ally than other people were, which he really wasn't. And I think we could have gone there, and we just never took that shot.
I got it. Well, the cafe's alive and kicking right now as we're getting close to the finals. It's really getting exciting with a heck of a game. One of the things we do here, as the one eliminated, they get to name the blue plate special. Okay, so it's your turn to name the blue plate special, but it has to be in theme of how you think your game went today. And we want something with the side of whatever. So what would your blue plate special be today?
I gotta think about this. Because there's a lot that went on in this game, and a lot of words I can use to describe it.
Pick the one that most comes to mind.
Painful. So maybe a
painful meatloaf with
Yeah.
a side of
upset fries.
a painful meatloaf with a side of upset fries. Sounds delish.
It's
Okay.
not.
Your turn to talk to your fans and your viewers. Last statement.
All right. I did my best. I'm pretty happy with 5th. I'd like to apologize to my brother. I did vote him off. I'm not ashamed of it. I'd do it again. And yeah.
There it is. All right, we still alive and well at the cafe. Got a couple left. It's getting excited. See you soon. Don't go away.